So here with Don and Pamela Simmons of Norwood's restaurant on the South Causeway on Flagler Avenue. And so Mr. Simmons, what did you think of today's ribbon cutting for the Visitor Center?
I thought it was a great event. It was great to see all the accommodators and all the business owners here working together, because we're very much a tight-knit, small community. We work best when we all work together.
So, you know, the Visitor Center isn't anything new, but, you know, there's new direction, new leadership. What are your hopes for, you know, moving forward in this direction in terms of maintaining autonomy for Southeast Volusia?
Well, I like some of the forward-thinking things that are going on here with all the electronic age that we live in now. Because everybody's on the web, everybody's using their smartphones, and everything's done while they're traveling. You know, when they come into a community, they find everything out in the car, driving in, basically.
Yeah, and even our own analytics with NSBnews.net, we find that we have a lot of readers. We have more readers actually outside of Volusia than we do inside of Volusia, which is kind of a different anomaly for media.
Sure.
I guess there aren't any borders anymore, but you still have to maintain what you have here.
And we're very excited. We're founding the South Causeway Business Association, which is our area of New Smyrna, which we've really never worked together as a cohesive group. And now we've formed this organization, and we're going forward trying to do some events, get all the businesses working together, and working with the city to bring some great things forward.
And the SBAA has been very supportive. They've given us a lot of great direction. They've got a lot of different funding that we're looking to get. You know, being taxpayers, 26 businesses, we hope to keep some of that money here in New Smyrna. And Volusia County is not all about the Ocean Center, but really about the whole place. And so it's nice to see the new energy of Nicole bringing about a business sense to this.
Now, Pamela, we've talked before about the growth and about maintaining, you know, a good tax structure for bringing money into the county. How important do you think it is, from a business standpoint, to maintain and keep that autonomy from the desire to basically suck everything into the Ocean Center?
Yes, yes. Well, you know, I think being a native New Smyrna, 52 years, our city is unique. It's not Daytona Beach, but I would hope that we all don't rely on just conventions to keep us going on a day-to-day basis. I'm really hoping to see that all the beautiful assets that New Smyrna has to offer, you know, the driving the beach and the natural beauty and Turtle Mound and the Dunes Park. I mean, there's so many things that need to be exposed to everyone in this state, and even to convention business. But I think it's very important that we spread the business from the north part of the county to the south, so that we're all represented.
Pamela, with all the demand for taxes and limited budgets, and, you know, being in this entrenched recession like this, how important is it to maintain that viability and that having the funds available to draw people? You know, my wife and I, we go to your restaurant at least once a week, Norwood's.
Thank you.
And well, it's great food. Yeah. And we see a lot of people come here, and we ask them, what is it that draws you to New Smyrna Beach as opposed to other parts of the county? And they say, well, we don't want all the traffic. We don't want, you know, we love the beach here. It's, you know, it's direct access from I-4. How important is it to have that sort of geography that New Smyrna Beach enjoys?
I think the direct access from I-4 is so important, because we have a 4-lane highway that leads you right to our beach, which is convenient and quick and easy. And the South Causeway is the main artery for feeding our visitors into the beach.
And I think our leaders here in the SBAA have been very important in, you know, showcasing the uniqueness of New Smyrna. But we all know, to keep the uniqueness, we need businesses here.
Right.
We need funding. We need, it all can't be done on the weekend tax basis. They will leave, and we've seen that happen in the economy in the last couple of years. So I think it's very important that our tax dollars come back to continue to help us be a viable community where people do want to come for the natural beauty. But the balance that has been found by our city leaders is really tremendous. So we have the cliche charm, but we are progressing and we're business friendly. But if we don't put that message out there, no one will ever know. And so it's important we get our funding.
And how important is it to stay strong and stay vocal about maintaining what you have here in Southeast Volusia?
Well, I think in the last couple of years, seeing the SVAA really begin to perform to the type of expectations that our city needs, I think that is just imperative to see how we've progressed and moved along, and I don't see anything ever changing if we don't have that kind of funding, because it is the tax dollars that we spend trying to let people know what we have and what our businesses need to survive, and that is survival for us.
Well, Don, it's not a pleasant thing to talk about or ask about, but there's a lot of people that are suspect these days now with government spending, and when government operatives have control of the taxpayers' money. American Music Festival fiasco, for example.
Yeah.
How important is it to keep a vision on what these people are doing in terms of making sure that what you have is not taken away?
I think most of the organizations here are pretty transparent. This is a small community. We're all pretty aware of what's going on. It's pretty hard for them to sneak in something without the community knowing about it. And we haven't seen any real problems with that.
Well, that's
very open door policy here in New Smyrna.
Yeah,
they're welcoming, not just an open door policy, but they want us to be involved. They love our feedback, whether we're a brand new business or a business like Don that's been there for 66 years. They all want us involved, and I think that open door policy is really the key to being successful.
Now, Mayor Adam Barringer has talked a lot about economic development and the importance of including the business community. He started this economic development committee, and I know he's talked about your business in particular. How much more of that new dialogue do we need to keep going forward?
Well, you can never talk too much about that. That's something you need to work on and develop continually, and always be in the forefront. Because as things change and people's needs change, you have to keep developing and bring whatever the customer needs.
In terms of, final question, in terms of tourism and the draw itself, what is it about Flagler Avenue, the water, that is so alluring to people with families?
I think our whole beach side is not just Flagler Avenue, but our causeway as well. And I think having the option of a drive-on beach is something unique and rare, but I think having that option plus a no-drive beach, that is even more rare. You go to cities that you either drive or you don't, and our city offers both. So it's family friendly in that sense. As we all know, it is a smaller place. We don't quite have some of the different difficulties that the Ocean Center and the Boardwalk in Daytona. So when you're coming from Disney, this just seems like the perfect place to go and do the kind of things that you're comfortable with your family, you feel safe.
Well, for Don and Pam Simmons, thank you very much.
It's our pleasure.